Hello, snappers and snapettes. It is Napalm Dawn here on Games for Gamers. Today we are starting the Phoenix Force season in Marvel Snap. So let's go ahead and take a look at the card, take a look at the Battle Pass, and discuss some decks that Phoenix Force works out well for. So, if you get the Season Pass or the Augmented Season Pass, of course you will unlock Phoenix Force. It is the first card. It says that on reveal, revive one of your destroyed cards, merge with it. That card can then move each turn. So, of course, unless you play around with the power over here, you will be only moving it on the final turn, because Phoenix Force is a 5/6, thereby giving you the ability to move it one time, which would be the 6th and final round of a standard game, or perhaps 7 if Limbo was out through Magick, or more rounds if you can reduce the cost of Phoenix Force. So we have Phoenix Force at the 1, we have Phoenix Force boosters at 6, mystery variant at 7, a new title at 9, which says Real Me's Stuck in a Phoenix Egg. We have a Magic related avatar over at 12. A new Magic variant over at 18. Pretty cool looking variant over here. Very similar to the Phoenix look for her in Marvel Avengers Alliance. Of course, Magick has been one of the people that has been part of the Phoenix Force, along with Colossus, Cyclops, in Marvel Future Fight. Wolverine is part of it. Namor's had it. A bunch of people have had the Phoenix Force throughout Marvel's run. This really cool card back over here, which I like a lot. Another title at 27, your average Blazing Space Bird. A Colossus avatar. I don't know that I would ever use this one, because it looks like Colossus is just being burned alive at the stake over there. That's a little rough. Oh, Emma Frost. She's another one who's used the Phoenix Force. She's represented as having the Phoenix Force in Marvel Avengers Alliance. There is the card for Colossus that goes with that avatar. You can see here it is the Phoenix emblem kind of blazing on his chest. Looks better as a card than as it does an avatar, but actually not that crazy about Colossus' face there. Colossus boosters, mystery variant at 40, Phoenix Force boosters at 42. Another title, White Hot Room, 850 a month, no pets. That kind of feel like they're stretching a little bit on some of these titles. It's like, it's not that funny or witty there. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. A avatar of the Phoenix, which looks a little bit like the one that we've got here in the background. Mystery variant at 47, another card back for Echo. She is another person who has had the Phoenix Force before. I believe in Future Fight, she's represented as having it. I am filming this on the 4th of July, so if you hear sounds and everything outside, it is fireworks. The 3 cats are doing pretty well. All 3 G4G mascots seem to be doing pretty good. As a matter of fact, Kratos is in the room right now facing out the window. And then, of course, at 50, we get a variant of the Phoenix Force. Let's see, comparing it to the original, I think I would like the variant a little better. This Phoenix Force sort of looks kind of fabric-y, clay-ish, droopy clay-ish. I think the other Phoenix Force looks a little bit better. So let's go ahead and start off the Battle Pass over here. And then we'll discuss some decks. Interesting little baby variant of Shang-Chi. I could see myself using that one. That one's actually pretty solid. Okay, so Phoenix Force. What could she be used with? We'll get into that, but first we have... a lot of people have complained that where the hell is Captain America In this, there is a version of Misty Knight that uses Cap Shield. Cyclops it's been pointed out that Cyclops has given up his citizenship to be basically Captain Krakatoa. So having him here as the Patriots, Captain America really should have been there, probably more than Cyclops. It is Token Tuesday, so of course you get the 1,000 tokens, so you definitely want to collect that. My store has got a pixel variant of Cyclops. Don't like it. This Exiles variant of Morph is actually really cool. The Wakandan Shield variant of Cap. Pixel fantastic. Pixel Emma. That one's actually pretty good. Flaviano variant of Claw. And God, it actually sounds like my window's being hailed on. Spider-Man 2099 is still in the store for me. First time this moves to a location, destroy an enemy card there. No. Damn. Yeah, I think I want to... Yeah, let me pin null. That should be pretty good. 4 weeks to choose another card. My fast upgrades are Armor, Silver Surfer, and Mysterio. And of course, way down here is the Pro Bundle for $100 at the bottom. AKA the lottery winner one. So, Phoenix, if we... Let's do a sort by move. Because of that. So there is Phoenix Force. She does show up in the move. Basically, the reason why she goes with move decks is because once the card is revived, it gets assembled into or absorbed into the Phoenix Force and maintains its original power capabilities. However, it merges in its power to the Phoenix Force and then gains the move capability. So if you take a Human Torch and you've built him up a little bit, destroyed him on turn 4 with a Killmonger, drop Phoenix Force on 5, bring Human Torch back with his death statistics, and then on turn 6, move via either Phoenix or Heimdall or any of your typical move things, you now have a merged Sex Baby Human Torch Phoenix Force that will retain his double its moving power. So if he dies at, say, 8, he dies at 8 power, he merges with the Phoenix Force, then he goes up to 14, and then he moves, and you have a 28 Human Torch Phoenix Force Sex Baby that can move in round 6 somewhere. You know, of course, you could do tricks like in round 2, drop an Iron Fist who punches Human Torch somewhere. So you have Dagger. You can move Dagger over to a chunky lane. So any of the move cards that gain power will benefit Phoenix Force bringing them back. You just have to find a way of killing them. So, of course, you have Killmonger, who can destroy your 1 cost, and then you have Deathlok, who can do other things. I don't think Hulkbuster is going to count on that, because I don't think it's technically destroyed. It's merged. So, somebody who was killed by Hulkbuster would work. However, if you killed Hulkbuster after you'd absorbed somebody, you know, that's pretty good. You definitely want to avoid putting Phoenix in things like a discard deck, because a discard deck is not destruction. It is simply discard. So if you were to use Sif to discard a Infinite or something like that, and then you tried to bring it back with Phoenix, you're not going to get anywhere with it, because the card is not destroyed, it is discarded. If we look at destroy cards, Obviously merging with a Nova really wouldn't want to do much over there. And the thing about Phoenix that you have to watch out for is you want to have only good cards be in your destroyed pile. So having a destroyed pile of, say, Nova and some other card that is destroyed could be risky, because you wouldn't want to pull Nova back. It's not really going to do much. However, you could do things like dropping a Venom and then Deathlok the Venom, and then hopefully use Phoenix to pull back the Venom. Another interaction is a Tuma. So you can drop a Tuma in a lane. If you have another card here at the end of your turn, destroy this. So you can have a Tuma get destroyed and have Phoenix Force come in and bring a Tuma back, and now you have a 16 power Phoenix Tuma. The other thing you could do is, once you have a high powered Phoenix Force, you can Arnim Zola Phoenix out to a bunch of different directions. Destroyer could be hard to pull off because you would be having a lot of cards in the destroy pile. You don't know who Phoenix Force would grab. Also, getting Destroyer to go out before Phoenix Force could be a little bit risky. You'd have to do some wave trickery there and everything. Death, I think, could work in a Phoenix Force deck, because Death and Phoenix Force can definitely be dropped on different turns. If you kill enough people, Death could go early, or you could have Phoenix Force on 5 doing her stuff, and then Death on 6. Nimrod, when this is destroyed, add a copy to each other location. I think Nimrod would count for Phoenix Force, because I do believe, technically speaking, Nimrod would go away. The original Nimrod that was in play goes away, and it's clones, aka copies, that are going to the other locations. Therefore, the original Nimrod could be brought back by Phoenix Force, and then you would have a 5/12. Could work. Kingpin really doesn't have the synergy. Sabretooth, I don't think would work, because the one singular Sabretooth for your side would be destroyed and come back. You would have to find a way of destroying a card and having it stay destroyed. One of the things you could do is Killmonger a demon and a cloak. Not cloak. What's his nuts over there? Hood. You could have a demon destroyed by Killmonger, and then have that come back and be merged into the Phoenix Force. You could have a potentially Shuri boosted thing. I wonder if... Let's see something real quick. So Shuri could go in 4. The next card you play here, double its power. A Shuri boosted Phoenix who absorb. Ooh, I like the sound of that. You could do Shuri one of two ways. If you could get Shuri out a little early, you could have Shuri boost a 1-drop. That could be Killmongered or Deathlocked, an even better card. Have Deathlock do it, and then drop the Phoenix in turn 6 instead of turn 5. So if you had Shuri boost up somebody who was really, really good in the 1 slot, a Hood's Demon could work. That could be an interesting combination. You could have Hood go early, hold on to the Demon, drop Shuri on 4, drop the Demon on 5, Yeah, but then how would you get rid of it and have Phoenix back? You'd have to do some round shenanigans there, potentially wave. Nebula also could be a good one to merge. You could have hopefully a built-up Nebula going along that maybe gets Killmongered from your enemy, or you Killmonger her, and then have Phoenix bring her back. So there are definitely some very interesting deck ideas that could work with Phoenix. Titania. Let me see something really quick on Killmonger. I wonder if you managed to keep Titania on your side. And then, yeah, you know, that could be a thing too. You could try to keep Titania on your side, Killmonger the Titania, and then bring her back with Phoenix. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. Destroying a Doctor Doom, it'd be tough there. Maybe this would be a good one for Magick, where he goes on 5, destroy him on 6, bring him back in 7 with Phoenix or something like that. Potentially a doggy deck that cycles your cards. A lockjaw deck over there that cycles your cards, gets out some really expensive ones for cheap, and then do some shenanigans that way. Wong Phoenix. I wonder how that would work. Phoenix is a 5/6. Huh. Wong Phoenix with 2 good dead cards. Interesting. Iron Lad. Iron Lad could work, and maybe you pull a yeah. Could have an Iron Lad in there, could have a Wong in there. Could have Absorbing Man go after Phoenix. If you managed to destroy 2 really expensive cards and you had 2 good cards in your destroy pile over there, have Absorbing Man go after Phoenix, and you essentially have 2 Phoenixes open. Yeah, there is some fun things you could do with Phoenix, and it's going to be really interesting. But move decks are definitely using Phoenix because of people like Human Torch. Just buff up Human Torch a little bit, and then get merged with Phoenix. I don't think cards that come back like a Deadpool would actually work out, because the card itself, and I mentioned this earlier in the video, the card itself comes back. So even though, yes, it had been destroyed, I think unless it makes a copy like Nimrod, you're not going to be able to merge with it. Kitty Pryde could do it if you get Kitty Pryde out early enough, and then Killmonger Kitty or Deathlok Kitty later on. That could be potentially interesting. Maybe Kitty Pryde Nebula, and if Nebula's left alone, that would be a good one for Phoenix and Absorbing Man. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what we get for Phoenix decks. I don't know what I'm going to remove to make room for it. Perhaps my Omega Lulz deck, which was designed to have some fun with Omega Red and Warpath. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for checking out this video here on G4G. Let me know what you think you're going to do with Phoenix. And yeah, let's definitely have a discussion about it. Catch you later. This is Napalm Dawn signing off.